What's up guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today Anime Sensei is going to be recommending the top 10 magic school anime with a badass main character. If you do like this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Also, don't forget that in the description of this video there's a link to Anime Sensei's Patreon and his Discord server so you can further support him. Anyways guys, let's start this video. And starting off this list at number 10, during a literature club meeting, the four members along with their faculty advisor's niece suddenly find themselves with supernatural powers. Now capable of fabricating black flames, a resonant Chunibo is the main character and is the most ecstatic about their new abilities. Unfortunately, his own is only for show and unable to accomplish anything of substance. Moreover, he is completely outclassed by those around him. One fellow club member manipulates time, his childhood friend wields control over the 5 elements, Club President can repair both inanimate objects and living things, and their advisor's niece is able to create objects out of thin air. However, while the mystery of why they receive their powers looms overhead, very little has changed for the Literature Club. The everyday lives of these 5 superpowered students continue on, but now with powers of the supernatural. And coming in at number 9, Twin Tails, the glory of all mankind, or at least that is what the first year high school student believes. At school he spends most of his time daydreaming and rating girls' twin tails, even going as far as creating a club dedicated to their hairstyle. His obsession does not go unnoticed. However, when monsters from outer space attack Earth and claim the world's twin tails for themselves, a strange woman enlists him to fight back using twin tails of his own. By transforming into the twin-tailed warrior Tail Red, he combats a vicious alien organization whose main goal is to colonize Earth and steal everyone's spiritual energy. Alongside 2 fellow twin-tailed, he must find a way to defeat the invading army and defend the twin tails he holds so dear. And coming in at number 8, the main character has been kidnapped and brought to the world of the Geminar by a mysterious group. To get back home, he agrees to help them assassinate the newly crowned empress of an empire, using a giant robot called a sacred mechanoid. As her army fights them off, she takes note of his abilities and demands that her attacker be captured alive, only to find out that the pilot is a male, which is extremely rare on Geminar. Believing it to be a waste to kill him, she makes him her attendant. As the empress' new servant, he is required to accompany her to the Holy Land, an academy where sacred mechanoid pilots hone their skills. His arrival attracts attention, but he's unaware that something sinister is brewing within the academy, and it could plunge the entire world into war. And coming in at number 7, every day the main character thinks about killing herself. She is bullied relentlessly at school and at home. Her older brother physically abuses her to relieve the academic stress put on him by their father. One night as she lies there awake wishing for death, a mysterious website called Magic Girl Site appears on her laptop, promising to give her magical powers. At first, she dismisses it as a creepy prank, but when she finds a magical gun in her shoe locker the next day, she doesn't know what to believe. Deciding to take it with her, she runs into her bullies once again, but this time, desperate for anything to save her, she uses the gun, and her assailants are transported to a nearby railroad crossing where they are run over. Her inner voice is unable to handle the fact that she just murdered 2 of her classmates with magic, and she desperately tries to understand the situation. However, when she finds herself in trouble again, she is saved by a classmate who can use magic to stop time. This duo has a lot to do. Not only do they have to fight alongside and against other magical girls, but they also need to uncover the truth behind the website and the apocalyptic event known as the Tempest that is soon to occur. And coming in at number 6, after celebrating their victory against Alphaemon, Aladdin and his friends depart to the land of Sindria. With the end of the battle, however, comes the time for each of them to go their separate ways. 2 of them are ordered to go back to their home country, the Ko Empire. Meanwhile, Aladdin announces that he needs to head for a mysterious country ruled by magicians to investigate the mysterious events occurring in this new kingdom, and become more proficient in magic. For their part, encouraged by Aladdin's words, Alibaba and Morgiana also set off in pursuit of their own goals, training and going to her homeland respectively. This anime follows these friends as they all go their separate adventures, each facing their own challenges. However, a new threat begins to arise as a great war looms over the horizon. And coming in at number 5, the main character is a programmer nearing his 30s, and he is drowning in his work. Worn out, he eventually has a chance to catch up on sleep, only to wake up and discover himself in a fantasy RPG world, which is mashed together from the games he was debugging in reality. In this new place, he realizes that not only has his appearance changed to a younger version of himself, but his name has also changed to a nickname he used while running beta tests on games. However, before he can fully grasp his situation, an army of lizardmen launch an assault on him. Forced to cast a powerful spell in retaliation, he wipes him off completely and his level is boosted to 310, effectively maximizing his stats. Now, as a high-level adventurer armed with a plethora of skills and no way to return to reality, he sets out to explore his new magical world. And coming in at number 4, in the year LC 922, mankind faces an unprecedented crisis, following the conclusion of a 100-year war on the mythical world of Tetraheaven. The losing Majin sought a safe haven and invaded the human world. The government is forced to fight by employing logicalists belonging to Alka, a special force that protects the streets from foreigners of another world. Logicalists are given a special power that allows them to enter a trance with goddesses from the other world. One day, the main character is a civilian who is lacking logic and lives peacefully with his family, meets the beautiful goddess Athena while helping people escape from a Majin attack. She wields the logic that he should have lost. This leads him to an unexpected destiny with Athena. And coming in at number 3, long ago in the 9 provinces of Kyushu, a calamity-type event was prophesied to take place. Falling comets would exhaust the spiritual energies of both the heavens and the lands, and thus bring about an age of chaos upon the world. But contrary to the prophecy, the comets passed by with no calamity taking place. At the same time, as if touched by the phenomenon, a boy was born in a remote village of the Sokai region. 12 years later, as the memories of the event have faded from people's minds, one of the 5 supreme sects of the 9 provinces decides to hold an examination in order to gather the most talented individuals fit to become disciples and eventually sages. Hearing about this news, the boy and his servant head towards the site, unaware that the elegant-looking organizer is infamous for being extremely irresponsible and carefree, hence making the trials and the examination unpredictable. And coming in at number 2, Onmyoto magic was once a powerful technique used by the Japanese during the Second World War in order for them to gain the upper hand and establish their nation as a formidable force. But Japan was quickly defeated after revered Onmyoji Yako caused a great spiritual disaster, an event which plagues Tokyo to this very day. As a result of this mishap, the Onmyo Agency was established in order to exercise further spiritual disasters and combat the demons that would make their way into the world. Now, Onmyoto magic has become far more advanced for use in a wide variety of applications, such as medicine and technology. However, not everyone is able to utilize their magic, and one of those characters is the main character, who is a member of the Yako family. Despite an old promise to protect a girl, the heir of the main family and Yako's supposed reincarnation as her familiar, he has no talent and he chooses to live a normal life instead. But when a prominent member of the Onmyo Agency attempts to recreate the same experiment which leads to Japan's downfall, he decides to make good on his word and fight by the girl's side. And coming in at first place, while on the surface the main character appears to be just another charming and intelligent teenager, he has a secret. He has the ability to slip into people's minds and fully control their body for about 5 seconds at a time. He has been using the skill for years to gain the highest grades, which allowed him to enter a prestigious high school. When an enigmatic girl catches him using his power, she coerces him and his sister into transferring to a different academy, which is a school for students with supernatural abilities. The student council of the school, led by the girl, is tasked with secretly tracking down adolescents who abuse their powers. He is forced to join the student council, and together they face formidable challenges that bring him closer to the shocking truth that his own seemingly incomplete ability might be more powerful than he could have ever imagined. Alright everyone, that's all we have for today's top 10, and if you guys enjoyed this video, like always, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and remember to hit that notification bell so you can be the first to watch the next top 10 video.